Hello everyone, Dragon Souls here, and welcome to my review, that's right, of God of War. What I think about it, and I'm not going to hold nothing back. In fact, I'm going to lick my lips, pucker up, and kiss the games and developers' ass. That's right, everyone, because this game is an awesome freaking game. I couldn't ask for a better game than God of War. The game, yes, it was frustrating. I raged, I bitched, but that's not nothing new. Because every other game I always do that anyway, so yeah, of course, duh. But this game is really good. I really enjoyed the hell out of it, and the graphics is really fucking sick. I mean, just look how this right here looks. Just take a look at this. Look how the details looks, the quality looks. Oh my gosh, they did a perfect job on it. I give it a perfect 10. No, seriously though. The soundtrack on this game is awesome. Awesome soundtrack, and all that good stuff. The picture, the artwork, everything they put into, all the effort they put into this game is freaking awesome. I strongly recommend anybody that has a PS4, definitely, and if you're a God of War fan, you will love this game. No, and I want to put this in here and say no. You might be saying, well, it's not the same God of War like God of War 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, it's no good at all. This is God of War 4. Okay, this game is God of War 4. This game is not made by the developers who made God of War 1, 2, and 3. This is the new developers who made this game, and I got to say, bravo! If I had my hat is off to them. They did a fantastic job to this game, and if they ever make another game of God of War, I will definitely pre-order it and pay it off, and I will be doing a full gameplay of that. And I definitely do thank them for not giving me any crap or troubles with it, or gameplays of giving me copyright strikes or copyright claims for these gameplays. Like all my subscribers and everything, even my friends sit there and said, well, they shouldn't do that because you're showing people what the game's all about, and if it's good or if they should buy it, and that's what I was doing. And no, I don't get paid for my videos, so but yeah, to let y'all know, this, and everybody asked me, is this game is any good and should they buy it? Definitely, if you don't have the money to buy it, but you have enough money to rent it, go out and rent it. It is a must-play game. Do not skip it. I strongly recommend you do not skip it whatsoever. The combat in the game is awesome. It's way different than those other God of War games. At the beginning, you do have to only the axe. You don't get the the blade of chaos until the middle of the game. So if you hold off and you keep playing the game, now here's the funny thing: you play the main missions. Okay, you can play the main missions, or you can do the side missions. There's a lot of side missions to do. You got the dwarven's favor. That's a side mission. You can free all the dragons, all 3 of the dragons. You get all the dragons here to get to create and get the Easter egg called the Infinity Gauntlet. That's right, everyone. The Infinity Gauntlet is in the game from the Infinity War movie. It's in here. I tried to get it, and I could never do it. But if you don't want to do the main mission, if you don't want to do the side missions, don't worry about it. You don't have to do the side missions at all. Go ahead and progress into the main story to beat it, okay? Then, if you want to go and do the side missions later, you can come back later on, post game. They call it post games, and you can finish all the side missions, all the other side missions, the other stuff that you missed, or collectibles that you did not get. You can go back and get it later, okay? Like this here, like what I'm doing right now. I did this before I beat the game, and you don't have to do none of this. Or if you want to sit here, and if you're like me and you don't want to sit here and do the side missions, you don't want to do the main mission at all. You just want to sit here and do the side mission. Well, it's there for you, okay? It is there for you to do all the side missions and even main missions. You can do whichever you want, okay? You can roam around, you can walk around free. You're free. It's an open world. You can do whatever the hell you want to in there. Find collectibles and stuff like that. And no, they don't. Just like unlike Far Cry 5, you don't buy any maps or anything that shows you where they're at or anything like that. You have to see here. If you have a strategy guide, you can look it up on the strategy guide and find out where they're at and go from there. If not, then you can sit here and search around closely to find them. It's really easy. They got a lot of puzzles. They have a lot of excuse me. They have a lot of puzzles in this game. And let me tell you something. Some of the puzzles are hard, real hard, but they're not that difficult, and they are challenging. And it takes at least 30 minutes, almost an hour, if you don't know where the hell they are. It takes a good while to actually look for them if you have the patience to do so. Now they have these looking, well, I'm not going to go there just yet because it's not showing this yet, so I'm not going to go there, okay? You have these right here. You can see here and look at it right here, and you can and these have. Now this threw me off. I didn't know what the heck you're supposed to do with here. You go off and you level them up. You can go in there and level your gear up. You can level your weapons up and all that stuff. And yes, you can also save your game whenever the hell you want, and then move on. And these here, you got 9, I think 8 or 9 of these here. You gotta see here and light up, and each one of these. Some of them has like a little black ball that you gotta sit here and put your hand into, and then all of a sudden it draws enemies out, and you gotta sit here and fight them. In some places like this right here, this place right here also has it, and you have to sit here and fight them if you do it. If you touch it, you gotta sit here and fight them. If not, and yes, some of them are level 7. Some over level 8, and I don't know if it goes how higher they go. I don't know if they go to 10. I don't care. I don't know if they go to 9, but they do go up all the way up to 8. And let me tell you, they are hard as bitches to fight. And you do not, if you're level 5 or level 6, you do not want to face them, because if you're good at dodging, if you're good at parry, then you're good. You're all good, and you can sit here and do it, and sit here and fight them, and make sure they do not hit you. they hit you, they can easily sometimes one-shot you, and you're dead. Sometimes the boy can revive you, sometimes he cannot. You can have him to shoot the arrows with like shocker arrows or freeze arrows. You can have him to do it at the enemies, which is awesome. Now getting to the boy now. Some people's asking me, is he adopted? I thought he was adopted, but I found out it's his real son. Kratos has a real son, and he has a son with the giant. How and they don't as far as I know, they don't explain how, because I think what it is, throughout all the other God of War games, you know how all the time they've been showing sex on them. That's good. There you go on that. Okay. This here, oh boy. I tried to do these before I beat the game. Okay. And I had a girl who, one of my subscribers who helped me. Her name is Carrie, and a great big huge shout out to her for helping me out on trying to figure out how to beat what strategy I need to do, and what level do I do to beat these things. Well, everyone, let me tell you something. You have to be either level at 6, you can be either level 5, you can be level 6 or 7 or 8 to beat these things. And let me tell you, each one takes, you have to be, one of them you have to be ranked level 5. One of them, the rest of them you have to be level 6. But if you want to be overpowered and beat them easily, you have to be at level 8 to beat them, because there's no way you can take them on level 6 or level 7. They say some of them, even strategy guide she sent me, it says they're easily to beat. They're not. They're hard as shit. And you have 8 of them angel looking things, but not only that too, but you also you have to you have the queen of Egypt. No, I'm kidding. You have seriously though, you have the angel, the demon angel who's the queen of them, and you have as you beat them all. After you beat them all, then you gotta sit here and fast travel all the way over to here, and where that thing's glowing at, flashing. You gotta go there, and to sit here and take the helmet and set it right there. Set it right there, which I'm going to in this video. You have to come here and take their helmets and put it on the throne, and you push the button if you think you're talking to them, but you're really talking to the head and everything. And he explains about what they are and everything. Now in here, it's pretty damn cool what they done. I like this fast traveling thing here. The mechanic on this fast traveling was awesome. If you there's a clip that you hit the box button, and he'll say bad idea, and then the little kid goes bad idea, and you go there and it goes into that loading screen and says restart from checkpoint. That means you can't do it, so you have to stay on the path until the door finally opens up, shows for you to go through it. Here is where you put all 9. Not 8, all 9 on here right here. Once you do this, then you get a reward. I don't know, I think it's the reward you get is the armor set, the full armor set. Now, is it worth getting? Well, not necessarily. To beat the game, not necessarily. It says that if you want to, you can wait till the end of the game. You can go ahead and beat the story mission, and then come back in here and go back in there for post game and have them for post game, and that way you can get stronger armor. Take your weapons and make them powered up, and make them badass to where you can take them on. And yes, it requires to beat these things. It requires a lot of grinding. There's a place in there which I didn't put on this video, but there's a place where you can. There's a side mission. It's called. You go off and collect mist echoes. You gotta get 500 of it, and that is a bitch to do. I tried 10 times, got killed, and I just fucking gave up. Said screw it. I'm not messing with it no more. You know, I was done with it. I was like, well, I'm gonna make this a post game. You know, these here I hadn't uploaded yet, but you will be seeing it soon. I promise you. Live on my YouTube channel. But what do I score it? What do I score this game? Oh boy. What do I give it? I give this game a 9.75 out of 10. That's right. I don't care what anybody gave it. I don't give a damn what anybody gave it. It can be the fucking game of the year as far as I'm concerned. This game is a badass game. It's an awesome game. 2 thumbs up, 5 stars. It's a great game. I enjoyed it. I strongly recommend you do not skip it. Go get it, or if you can't rent, you don't want to rent, you want to buy it, go buy it. But this is Dragon Souls. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Dragon Souls signing out.